Hello again. Hello learners again. How are you? It's your mathematic Murad Sultan is ready. Okay. Just I will relate this to Facebook recording. People. Okay. So, learners, as I told you, your pioneering method is always with you. Okay, even at 1 o'clock, past 7, past 10, past sorry, 7 minutes past 1 o'clock, your pioneers in methods is always with you. And don't go to sleep because I will advise with you now. Okay, now I'll share my screen, learners. Okay, just this one, yes. Okay, select. Okay, entire screen. Okay, share this one. Okay, now learners, this one I need. Okay, therefore we told that this night we wish we continue at least finishing the revision. Okay, and tomorrow we are going to go through this online revision, and we never let's say we'll never regret revising, okay? Because after tomorrow we will examine, and the final exam is not easy and is not at the same time difficult, okay? This is depends on your understanding and on your working. If you work very hard, you will get your full marks, and if you get rid of the fear that you will not be able to solve, or so you will get good marks. Okay, now I'll just go to this one, learners. Okay, what is that? Yes, fine. Okay, revision for final exam, grade 10. Okay, you are welcome, learners. I will just send a question. One friend of you asked it. I will try to I'm recording, bro. I want to yes, I will join. Okay. Hello, Ali. Tell me if you join or not. Okay. So I'll just go to one learner. Okay. She has a question. I want to solve this for her. Okay. This question I will send by Gmail. Okay. Gmail. Yes, this one. So that I can at least explain to her again. Okay, Murad Sultan. Okay, you are here. Anyway, thank you. Inform your friends that we get reach. Let's say we get reach the revision again. Okay. Now, learners, we stop at I equal 100I divided by PT. We stop at this, I thought. Okay. Now the question is that so okay, so we told that the best way to describe this diagram is the perpendicular bisector passes through C. Okay, and the correct answer is already explained. Okay, for the second one, learners, you can see that I will just put this here at least like that. It's clear for you. Okay, to clarify this for you, if I will find the question that one learner is asking for, how we solve it, we do it again. Okay, now we continue. We stop it at this here. So which triangle is similar to A? We have three, let's say, three triangles. I will put them as small as possible, like that. Okay. So which triangle is similar to A? Is it B or C? First of all, you already know that similar triangles has corresponding, let's say, their corresponding angles should be equal, but their, let's say, sides should be similar. Therefore, this is 46 degree and this is 79 degree. And let's say this triangle, we have the same angles. If you are going to make 180 minus 79 minus 46, you will get the same as here. Therefore, C is the triangle, the similar, only one similar triangle to A. Therefore, I will choose this one. Okay. Let's see the correct answer. For the second question, we have, let's say, if A equal negative 1, 9, it's a column vector. The question is find the product of two-way, means you are going to multiply the original vector by the scale factor 2, okay? Therefore, A equal minus 1, 9. I will multiply this by 2, it will be 2 times minus 1, 9. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, and 2 into 9 is 18. Okay, so this is learners. How can you explain or can you answer the question? Okay, now we continue. The correct answer is here minus 2, 18. For question 10, we have two vectors minus 1, 2, 3. Then you are going to find the difference between these two column vectors. A minus B is minus 1 minus 21 3. So this is minus 2. Okay. Therefore, if we suppose this is 21, I will write here 21. Okay. Now, learners, is that A minus B equal minus 1, minus 21 is written here, and minus 1 minus 3 is written here. Therefore, minus 1 minus 21 is minus 22, and minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Let's say this is the correct answer. Okay. Let's see, learners, the difference between two vectors. Okay. For the second cumulative frequency, it's easy for you. I already explained this, but if you want to give you a slight idea about that, I'm here to redo it again. This is 2, the frequency, cumulative frequency is 2. To find, let's say, on Tuesday, the cumulative frequency, we just make 2 plus 2 is 4. And let's say 4 plus 2 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. Therefore, the question is looking for you to find the cumulative frequency on Friday. Means 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay. So find the missing cumulative frequency in Sunday. So it's easy for you to figure it out. Now the marks of 20 learners. Okay, the marks of 20 learners are shown on this table below. Okay, the table consists of the marks of 20 students. Okay, we have marks and we have the frequencies. So 17 learner, okay, or one learner has got 17 out of 20 or out of 100. Two learner got 20 marks, two learner got 45 marks. The question is find the mean. Means we are going to make 12, 17 by 1 plus 20 into 2 plus 45 into 2, and should be divided by the total, which is 5. We are going to use calculator. Okay, I will I will use calculator now to figure this out. So I will make like that. Okay, where is my calculator? This is my calculator, learners. Okay, okay. So we told 17. That's one. 17 into 1 plus 20 into 2 plus 45 into 2 gives 147. Okay, all divided by the total of the frequencies, it will be 29.4. So the correct answer here is 29.4. Okay, so whatsoever the exercises and the marks and the own frequencies, you can find the mean, isn't it? Okay, for the next question, learners, I'll just cross this down for this one. We have what exactly? We have question 2, show all your works. Here, question 13 is dealing with an arithmetic sequence that started with 6, okay, and the sequence will increase by the same amount of 2, simply because 8 minus 6 is 2, 10 minus 8 is 2, 12 minus 10 is 2. This 2 is called, in fact, the common denominator. Therefore, the question here told you that you should draw a diagram to show the rule that tells you how the following sequence progresses. Means you are going to use some rows like that to show that from 6 to 8 I really jump 2 unit, or I just add 2, okay, which is the common difference, and so on. For the second question, learners, you are going to do what? You are going to find the nth term for this sequence, okay? First of all, the nth term is written as that. It will be un equal a plus d times n minus 1. So one learner asked me why you wrote here d n minus 1. This one also is written as a plus a plus what? A plus, sorry, what is a? Equal, we call a plus plus between parentheses n minus 1, n minus 1, what is minus 1? Yes, n minus 1, close the parentheses, multiplied by d, okay? Therefore, this is the same as that, no difference. So just a is the first term, and d is the common difference, which is 2. Therefore, I will write this as un equals 6 plus 2 times, this is d, 2 times n minus 1. Then you are going to expand this there. Okay, it will be 2n, then 2 minus multiplied by minus 1 is minus 2. I will just write this first, 6, okay, plus 2n minus 2. Then I prefer to write 2n in front, okay, because it's a positive, okay, and then you are going to add what, or take, let's say 2 from 6 will be 4, so the last can say is that 2n plus 4. This is my nth term unit, okay, nth term of my arithmetic sequence, okay. I wish that this one is very clear for you learners. Whatsoever your arithmetic sequence, you have to fix. You should fix the first term or know where exactly the arithmetic sequence starts is called A, and the common difference is the difference between two consecutive terms and should be the same. Okay? Therefore, we continue here. We get, let's say, now it's clear this one. Now for question 14, I love this number 14 because I was born on 14 February. Okay, so that's why I love this 14. Okay, and make sure about this question 14. It's very, very important, very uh, very let's say interesting. Okay, the number 101 here, okay, is a term in the sequence defined by un equal n square plus 1. The question is that what are the first 3 terms in this sequence? Here, learners, you are going just substitute n with 1. After that, substitute n with 2. And at the end, you are going to substitute n with 3. Means when n equal 1, so the nth term should be equal u1 equal 1 square plus 1. 1 square is 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. When n equal 2, you write u2, the second term is 2 square plus 1, which is equal to 5. Okay, and the third term, you just replace n with 3, it will be 3 square plus 1, which is 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10. As a conclusion here, learners, the first 3 terms, the first 3 terms, okay, 3 terms of this sequence, okay, of this sequence are in fact 2 points. The first one is 2, then comma, then 5, then comma, then 10. Okay, this is the correct answer. Don't write like that, just the last answer. I will never accept, let's say, answers like that. Okay, so you should show your work, okay, so that you can get your full marks. Now, for the same, we are going to focus on this nth term of this sequence, okay? And the question is, which term exactly in the sequence is 101? Means here the variable or the known value for n that gives you 101. To find this or to answer this is called a reasoning question. Reasoning question means what? Reasoning question means that you should think. Okay, which value of n exactly will give you 101? Okay, therefore you will just write your nth term as it is, not change u1 equal n square plus 1. Replace u1 learns with 101. You will get what? Instead of writing u1, you will get 101. So I will just write this in front of, on the left hand side to make n as a subject. It will be n square plus 1. Okay, should be in fact equal to 101. Okay, this will give us exactly n square is 101. You see, this plus 1 should be written or transferred to the right hand side. It will be negative 1. 101 minus 1 learners is 100. Therefore, take the square root for both sides. Okay, it will be root of, I'll just read this one, root of n square is equal to root of 100. Okay, therefore the root of 100 learners, it's the number is equal to 10. Okay, therefore my n is equal 10. If you want to check, just substitute n or replace n with 10 on your original nth term of the sequence. You will get 10 square plus 1. It will be 100 plus 1, which is equal to 101. Therefore, the term here is the 10th term. Okay, I'll just check Sir Alwi if he has questions. Okay, Sir Alwi, what is okay? Alwi, I'm looking for you. Tahar, also, I'm looking for you. Okay, Alwi, do you have a question? Is there anything is not clear for you? And also, Tahar, are you with us? Okay, please let answer me. Okay. Okay. Now we move to the next part, learners. We told that simplify. This is the question that one learner didn't understand. I will do this again. Okay. So, okay, I'll just comes back like that. Okay, like that. Okay. So the question here, learners, is that you are going to simplify algebraic expression, which is 20x to the power negative 9 over 8 to the power x to the power negative 4. First of all, first method we told that 20 divided by 8 will give me exactly how many, let's say 4 in 20 is 5. How many 4s in 8 is 2? So 5 over 2, okay. Therefore, x to the power negative 4, as this is the main division is division, I should subtract the indices, means I will keep this as it is, no change, x minus x to the power negative 9. I will put it here, okay. But x to the power negative 4, when it will be on the top, it will be carried with a negative sign, means it's negative now, then it will be positive. It will be 5x to the power negative 9 minus in fact is positive. For all divided by 2, I will just write 5x to the power negative 5 plus, I will open here parentheses, okay, plus 4 all divided by 2. Okay, so 4 minus 9 is negative 9, negative 5, sorry. It will be 5 divided by 2x to the power negative 5. But you know that this one, learners, can be written as, I will just write it here or somewhere. This one learners, okay, where is it? Where it's written? Okay, so I don't know why it was written, okay, but no problem. This one, yes. So this one learns, in fact, I will put it here in front. Okay, now I write this there. So this one learners is equal to what? The power here is negative. I will change to what? To a fraction. Okay, I will change to what? To a fraction result. Okay, I will write 1 divided by what? By x to the power 5 minus 5, it will be positive. Therefore, also, if you change x, if you suppose now this is negative 5, it comes here positive 5. And if you want to write this at, let's say, on the top, it should be the same as that. That's why here it will be x to the power negative 4 when it will transfer because of this main division. It will be carried, we carry with that a negative sign. Okay, so the last answer is what? 5x 5 divided by 2x 5, simply because the question is write your answer in positive indices, don't write your answer in negative indices. But if the question is not telling you to write it in positive indices, the last answer, so this one should be correct. Okay, but you should write your answer in positive indices. Make sure. The second method, I will just, instead of, let's say, writing or x to the power negative 4 as a fraction, so I will just, and this is x to the power negative 9, I will change as what? As 1 over x to the power. Okay, this is negative 9. I will change it as what? X to the power 1 over x to the power 9. Okay. And there, here it will be down a multiplication. So it will be minus 4 minus is positive. It will be 5 divided by 2. X to the power negative 4 plus 9, which is 5 divided by 2. X to the power 9 minus 4 is 5. And so this is the last answer. Okay. I wish that my learner was got the point how she write, let's say, negative indices as a fraction. Okay, now we continue. We told that the next example we have what exactly. I will see what is the example is down up. Okay, whatsoever. I will write this here. This is the example topic. I will put it here. Okay, I will make like that. This is the question, small b. Okay, small b. This is the question, learners. Just you are going to simplify this. Okay. So you see negative 3y squared into 3y to the power negative 10. So negative 3 multiplied by 3 is negative 9. Okay, negative 9. Therefore, y squared multiplied by y to the power negative 10, it will be y to the power 2 minus 10, simply because you have same base and you got the sign of multiplication, you should add the indices. It will be 2 minus 10, which is equal to minus 9, y to the power negative 8. Therefore, this one is this what I'm looking for. You can write it as, I will just, it will be minus 9 divided by y to the power 8. Okay. Now, learners, we move to the next part. This is very important while sketching graphs, learners. Okay. So here I solved this question. I solved it with 3 methods, or let's say 4 methods. The first method, learners, first of all, let's see what the question is talking about. The question is find the axis of symmetry and the coordinates of the turning point, which is in fact the turning point, which is the vertex, where exactly the curve change direction. Okay, turning point. I will just write it here, which is in fact this is means that means that exactly turning point, okay, the coordinates, the vertex, okay. Now learners, you can see that, okay. My question is what in fact, okay, this is my equation. The equation is that, I will see where exactly, yes, here learners, okay. First of all, find, this is the original equation, x minus 1 all square minus 4. So this one is written as x minus p all squared minus q. Means that we using the method of completing the square. So find the y and x intercept. To find the x-intercepts, learners, you should set y equals 0, meaning that x minus 1 all square minus 4 equals 0. Therefore, this will give me x minus 1 all squared equal 4. Then you should take the square root for both sides. You will write, let's say, root of x minus 1 squared equal plus negative root of 4. But root of 4 is 2. Therefore, let's say it will be positive negative 2. And this will obtain that x minus 1 is minus 2 or x minus 1 is 2. Therefore, you see this minus 1 should be transferred. It will be x equal minus 2 plus 1 or x equal 2 plus 1. Therefore, if you are going to use your mind, you will see that x is minus 1 in the first root and x equal 3 in the second root. And both roots are different, therefore the value of the discriminant is positive. Okay? This is for the x-intercept. The x-intercept here means that when exactly your curve cuts the x-axis. Okay? And for the y-intercept means that when exactly your curve cuts the y-axis. Means y-intercept, you should set what? Set x equals 0. If I'm going back to my original equation, x minus 1 over square minus 4 equal y and x is 0, I would just write here y equal between parentheses 0 because this is x minus 1, x is 0, it will be 0 minus 1 all square minus 4. 0 minus 1 is minus 1, minus 1 square is 1, minus what? Minus 4. 1 minus 4 is negative 3, simply because both numbers have has the different signs, so we should take 1 from 4 and the negative sign of the largest number should be figured out in your answer. It would be negative 3. Now, at least for this question, I solved the x and y intercept, means at least you know when exactly your curve cuts the x-axis and the y-axis. So you need now to find the turning point coordinates, and you should find the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry here, learners, I will use 3 methods to do it. Okay. The first method, axis of symmetry, is x equal 1. We'll use the method of completing the square. And the y value of the turning point is 1 equal 1 minus 1 all square minus 4. So 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 squared is 0, minus 4 is minus 4. Therefore, the turning point, in fact, is minus 4, is 1 minus 4. So, in other words, turning point is when the curve change, okay, when the curve change, let's say, change direction. Okay, I am Mr. Mike. Continue. Thank you, Sir Ali. Thank you for joining your lecture. Okay, you will remember while examining that you, let's say, did your best to revise at 2 o'clock, at 2 a.m., and it means that really you are a good learner. Okay. Therefore, learners, okay, I just want to. Okay, I want to continue, and I told that this exercises was solved by more than 4 methods, so that to meet your needs. May one student didn't answer, didn't understand the first method, the second method, the third method. That's why I'm looking for, let's say, letting you know that math is not learning by heart, but is thinking using your mind, using your smart mind. I know that you got smart mind. Okay, so therefore the turning point we told is when exactly the curve changes direction. If it is, let's say, comes downwards, and then at this point at the vertex it will go upwards. Okay, therefore now we at least see the first method. I will do now the second method, which is very important, and it's also applicable. Okay. So second method learners is that you will find the axis of symmetry x, knowing that you got two roots before you remember the x-intercepts y equals 0, so you find two roots, isn't it? This is the two roots, x equal -1 or x equal 3. Therefore, just add this one and divide them by 2. It will be -1 plus 3 is the same as 3 minus 1. All divide by 2. It will be 2 divided by 2. Therefore, the axis of symmetry is 1. So this is the second method. -1 plus 3 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1. Means that you find the mean of these two x coordinates and you got the axis of symmetry. Let's now focus on exactly the y value. The y value, okay, you will have the same answer as the first method, okay, but let's focus on the third method here. You will use x equal -b divided by 2a. It's very important, this one. Okay. First of all, you should fix what is b, what is a. Okay. You should, let's say, expand your original equation, which is x minus 1 all square minus 4. First of all, expand this one. Try to expand x minus 1 all square, which is in fact x square minus 2x plus 1. Then minus what? Minus 4. Okay. Then I will write this as 1x square, because x square multiplied by 1 is 1x square, minus 2x plus 1 minus 4 is minus 3. This one should be identical equal. I will write this as identical equal. Okay. Identical equal means that you are going to equate the coefficient of x with the highest power and their constant, like that. Okay, what is identical? Like this one, this symbol. This is identical equal means you can see that a is 1, b is -2, and c is -3. Therefore, to continue this learners, just okay. Therefore, now I fixed what is A and what is B and what is C. Therefore, the axis of symmetry is minus B, which is minus between parentheses -2, simply because B is -2, divided by 2 times A. 2 is 2 and 1 is A, so it will be 2 divided by 2 is 1. Therefore, we use it 3 methods to find the axis of symmetry. In the exam, try to apply what is easy for you, okay? If you got a method that is difficult for you or bother your mind or bother your thinking in mathematics, so no need to choose the easiest one, okay? Therefore, now at least I'm going to sketch step by step my curve and how my curve does it look like. I thought it's correct. I have my brother here. Maybe he'll correct me, but we can say that the curve, uh, Jalal, can we say that we'll see how our curve look looks like or does look like is the same. Yeah, how it looks like. Okay, Mr. Jalal. Love you, man. Okay, we continue. Even we are teachers, we need, let's say, somebody to guide us in everything. Okay, not in language, in pronunciation, in concepts whatsoever. Okay, therefore, learners are just, we continue with all that. After, let's say, sketching our curve step by step, x-intercept, y-intercept, axis of symmetry, turning point, vertex, and with diverse methods. To do what exactly? To draw our curve. So our curve learners looks like that. It's a U-shaped IK with a turning point with a vertex. At this vertex, your curve in fact change direction. You see this branch in fact is going downwards, and at this point is going upwards. And you see this one, learners, here x equal 3 and x equal -1 is are colored the roots of my quadratic equation. You should put into mind that the roots means your curve, this U shape, cuts the x-axis at the exact value where are colored roots. Okay. Therefore, learners, we continue here. It will be okay for this linear programming. It's a difficult question, in fact, but I simplified the maximum so that you can understand it. Okay. The question is what shade the wanted region that satisfies this inequality. Okay. So y is less or equal than, I would, for example, suppose this is 2. Okay. I would put 2. And this is 2. Okay. I would change this by 2. The y-intercept is x equals 0. So y is when x equals 0, it will be 2. I would change this by 2. Okay. This is another example for you. And the x-intercept means you should set y equals 0. Therefore, 2 plus x is 0 means that x is -2. Okay. Therefore, comments here, notice I'll just cut this and I will also cut this. Okay. I will now try to explain this for you. I'll just go to GeoGebra. Okay, GeoGebra. Where is GeoGebra? GeoGebra is my friend, the best application, but it's not the best application because it, let's say, how to say it in English, it depends on the error estimation. It does have an error while, let's say, sketching graphics, and this one was discovered by your pioneer method, Murad Sultan al-Zuwaidi. Okay, HSM means the name of my mother is Hani and the name of my father is Sultan and me is Murad HSM. Okay. Therefore, we told that y is less or equal. I thought there is equal sign. I'll check if there is an equal sign. Okay. Yes. Less than, I put this there. Okay. Is less than x plus 2 or 2 plus x is the same. 2 plus x. Okay. Let's see the curve. I will make fn to to make what is paint. My friend can paint. Okay. Therefore, this is known as the curve looks like. Okay, how it looks like that exactly. I will make copy and I will paste here in this part. I just, let's say, reduce this. Okay, or I will shrink this one. Okay. Now, learners, you can see that I now change, let's say, the question. Okay. Okay, this is your question, I thought. Now, to state exactly the solution set of my inequality, learners, we should do what exactly? You should fix or consider a point. Okay. For example, I will consider a point x equal, for example, x is -3, while y is 1. Okay. I will just right here, or I will keep this as it is -5, 2. minus 5, and this is 2. So I will go to my equation. Is y here? I will write y is 2. Then this is 2. Okay, because 2 plus x. So 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Okay, minus 3. So in your opinion, 2 is less than minus 3. So false. So let's say the unwanted region here does not satisfy my inequality. I will consider another point, for example, 0, 0 here. 0, 0, 0. Okay, I will just put this one. So x0, y0, I'll change y with, replace y with 0. It will be 0 equal 2 plus 0. Okay, 2 plus 0. Okay, so 2 plus 0 is 2 plus 0 is 2. So 2 is more or equal than 0. So it's true. So the 4 norms, which is equal to this one. Okay, 2 is more than 0. So the shaded part with blue color is the region where that satisfies my inequality. Okay. Now for the second question, learners, I'll just try to explain this again for you. So the whole revision here is very important. It will guide you, learners, how can you uh, let's say, get rid of your fear while doing mathematics. The question is that use the method of computing the square. MCS meaning the method of computing the square. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Ali, everything is clear. I'm still here. Okay. And tell me about the explanation of your mathematics teacher. Was good or not good? Just let me know. Okay. And if you have a doubt for any question, I'm here to explain this for you. Even if I suppose that I am on the moon and you are going to ask a question, I will immediately take my spacecraft and I will land on the Earth so that I will answer you. Okay. So use the method of computing the square. X square minus 14x plus 24 as x plus 2p all square plus 3q. Here you are going to use this method, and you should divide the coefficient of the x term with the highest power 1, not 2, and divide it by 2. It will be, I will start from, this is my original equation, x squared minus 14x plus 24. First of all, you should divide 14 by 2. Give is 14 divided by 2. You are the greatest teacher ever. Thank you, Mr. Ali. I love you so much. You need to get a good teacher like your mathematics teacher. Okay. So we told that x squared minus 14x plus 24. First of all, you should divide 14 by 2. If you the question is a method of computing the square, you should divide this 14 by 2. And you should also put into consideration that you will never change this sign. If it is negative, you should put it here negative. If it is positive, put it here positive. Okay, I will just change the color of this sign. Okay, no, not like that. Okay, keep like that. So minus 14 divided by 2 is minus 7. I will just write here minus 7. After doing this, this one should be squared, then should be subtracted by what, 7 a square. Okay, the same number that you got after dividing 14 by 2 should be written here and should be squared. And this one should be subtracted from x minus 7 all square. Plus what? Plus the constant. The constant don't touch this number. Okay, it remains the same, not change. Okay, also you can write it on the right hand side if you want, but as you don't have an equation here, it's let's say quadratic expression, there is no zero means, so no need to change or to transfer on the right hand side. Therefore, known as x minus 7 here, okay, all squared, it will be, it should be written as it is, but 7 squared is 49, okay, and you got in front of this brackets negative sign is written there, plus what? Plus 24. So keep this as it is, no change, and try to find the difference between negative 49 and 24. Okay, 40 minus 20 is 20. 9 minus 4 is 5. But the largest number is negative, so it will be negative 25. Okay, it will be negative 25. Okay, negative 25, like that. The formulas, you can see that 2p equal minus, what is the question here? Plus 2p. Okay, I will just add this for you so that you can understand this. Okay, as that I will just okay, I will just write this here, or I will okay, I will just write this here. Okay, so I will go down. Okay, I will write x. Okay, x minus 7 all squared minus 25 should be identical, equal to this one. Okay, or I will just make here space so that you can see this one. Okay, look here, x is x here, plus different sign, so means 2p equal negative 7 because of different sign. Then you are going to write plus 3q equal minus 25, or you got different sign, so 3q equal negative 25. Just you are going to equate the numbers. Therefore, learners, here I'll just write this in front. Okay, like that. Okay, also this one should be written in front. Okay, it's possible I will write it here. If it is possible, I will write it here. Okay, or I will write okay, no problem. This is equal. I can. I might like that. Oh my god, no. So the reason. Okay. So the full learners, okay, it's clear that you found P and you found Q, sorry. So it will be negative 7 over 2, which is negative 3.5, or Q equal negative 25 over 3, it will be negative 8.333, and so on. Okay. I wish at least I gave you slight ideas. Here the answers, it's very easy. You are going to write here. Okay, so no need for this because we did it there. Okay. If we are going to move to the second questions, learners, okay, this is no need. Okay, I will go to the next part, which is I thought the question dealing about the topic of money, something like that, compound interest, simple interest, and exponential decay, exponential growth. All of these questions should be uh, let's say solve it by yourself, train yourself from now, because you got only one day. Okay, and I wish that this explanation or this revision can guide you and can help you. Okay, so the 18 Murad buys an article for $3,500 and sells it for $4,500. You can see that he bought it by 3,500 and sell it by 4,500, means it's a profit in fact. Okay. So the question, what is the percentage of profit? First of all, should find the profit, which is selling price minus cost price. The selling price here is 4,500, and by, let's say, the cost price is 3,500. You will take 3,500 from, let's say, 4,500, and get just the exact value, which is $1,000. And to find the percentage profit, just you will use the formula here known as, which is selling price minus cost price multiplied by 100 to get percentage, all divided by the cost of price. Okay, so it will be 1,000, simply because here we found 1,000. If you got here 200, should be written here 200. Okay, this is regarding to the value of the profit value used when you subtract the cost price from selling price. It will be 1,000 over 3,500 multiplied by 100. You can use your calculator and you will find 28.6%. Okay, this is the correct answer. Okay, for the second question, learners, okay, don't forget about the formula that you should multiply by 100. If not, you'll never get percentage. Okay, we'll get a decimal number. Okay, and the answer should be false. You will be cut 1 mark at least. Out of 2 marks, you will lose 1 mark. Okay. So the next part, Mr. Amin, my best friend, my kids, you know that I got a good friend, Amin Ibrahim. He solved me how can we restream a multi-destination. Now I am on Facebook at the same time, YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. And oh my God, what happened, Mr. Alvi? Okay. Now the question is that find the lower and upper bound of 1,885 to the nearest 10. Okay. So before solving this question, learners, you should think what does it mean lower and what does it mean upper bound. Okay. Whatsoever the number. Okay. Here lower bound means that you are going to subtract, let's say, the number that divided by 2, which is 10 over 2 is 5, should be subtracted from 1,885. Okay. If it is nearest 100, means you should divide 100 by 2, then should be subtracted for the answer, or the result should be subtracted from the, let's say, the given number, okay, at the start. So it will be 1,885 minus 5. So every one of you can figure this out, and will answer that is 1,080. Okay, means 1,880. Okay, don't write 1,990. Write 1,880. Okay. Then the upper bound means what? Means you this 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then this result should be added to the original number. Okay, that is given from the beginning. It will be 1,885 plus 10 over 2. Okay, simple calculation. It will be 1890. Okay, means 1,890. For the exponential decay learners, you got how can we apply the formula to answer two difficult questions. Okay, for grade 10, no need to sketch the graph of exponential decay, just to apply the formula. And the formula will never be given while examining. Okay, this formula should at least learn by your heart. Okay, you know what you should know about the value of A and the value of R and the value of N and the value of V. Okay, so we see that this question is okay, 100% will come in the exam. Okay, but different numbers, different methods, whatsoever. Okay, prepare yourself from now. The value of a new computer depreciates by 8% per year. If it costs 4,502 in new, of course, what will be worth in 2 years' time? Okay. Here, learners, V is equal A times 1 minus R to the power n, simply because it's an exponential decay. The word decay comes from the word depreciates, means decreased, okay, going downwards. That's why you should apply the formula of exponential decay. What is A here? It's the principal, 4,502. What is the rate here? It will be 8%, and the time is 2 years. So just you use your calculator and you will apply the formula. The formula is 1 mark, and the result should be substitution mark 1 mark, and the answer 1 mark. So this question is out of 3 marks. So try to not to lose marks, okay? Because I did so many things for you. So at least while correcting your exams, I want to feel that you are my great learner here in Sultan of Oman, and I will never accept you to lose this kind of marks, because it's like sweets. You know, chocolate. I would like chocolate. Okay. So the next question, learners. Okay, now it's 1 minute past 2 a.m. Okay, and tomorrow I have to wake up at 6 a.m. So it remains only 4 hours, my learners, but I'm still with you. Okay, I'm waiting for my spacecraft to land to drop me to the moon. Okay, but this question is wonderful. Is wonderful. Let's say it's like how to say it like. I will drink my espresso. Okay, the full now $2005 is invested at 14. You see the number 14? You see this question 14? Because my birthday was on 14 February. Okay, per annum compound interest. What will be the investment? What will the investment be worth after 6 years? So we should first of all know that is not exponential decay now, it's exponential growth. Okay, because there is, let's say, increase. Okay, not decrease, not depreciates. Okay, it's a rise and so on and so on, like that. So the v now known is a times 1 plus r to the power n. A is the principal, 2005. Rate is 14%, and t is 6 years. Just substitution now. It will be 2005. 1 plus 14 divided by 100 is 0.14 to the power 6. It will be $4,409.9, of course. Okay. Now let's see the second question. It's very, 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 very delicious and awesome question, like that will, let's say, let you know the simple interest and interest rate and rate, and so many things really are connected together to let you walk and to let you understand the, let's say, the compound. Okay, interest. So Sam invested. Let's change here, not Sam, Alwi. Alwi, the best learner in this, in my class. Alwi and Tahir. Okay, and Tahir invested. Tahir with capital T because it's a noun. Okay, Tahir invested $9,900 at 5% per annum for 5 years. The question is, how much money did he have at the end of this period? So here you are going to use what? There is no word here, compound, let's say interest. Okay, so just we calculated what will be the money after at the end of this period. You see, this is R, simple interest is PTR divided by 100. P is 900. IK, R is 5%. T is 5 years. IK, this is 5 years, you see. This is 5 years. IK, this is the rate, 5%. IK, this is the principal, $900. IK. What else? Just you are going to find the simple interest. You will write this as PRT over 100, the formula. Substitution, you will get 225. This is the simple interest only. There, the V known as here is P plus I, which is 900 plus 225. Just a simple total, you will get 1,125. Okay. Now the next question here known as, it's very, very important. Okay, try to think of this kind of questions. Okay, simply because may it will be 70% an example like that will come. Okay, if tomorrow I got, let's say, time to record or to be online, I will never hesitate to be with you. Okay, if your teacher, your pioneering methods will not be able to be online, so please try to continue revising and make sure that I'm thinking of you and I'm looking for helping you, but maybe time or let's say let's say cut this online revision means between parentheses. Okay. Thank you for listening. See you all next time and hearing from you soon. Okay. Sir Alwi, now I will let you go to sleep. Okay, it's time to sleep. And not tell me I'm going back to my home. Okay, thank you. My home, the moon. I'm going to go back now to the moon because my spacecraft is waiting for me. The driver called me now, man. Come, please. You got, let's say, wonderful stones on the moon. They are waiting for you. So that's why I should stop at that moment. Okay. Okay, I will cancel this one. No need to save this one. Okay, don't save. Now I will go back to her. Thank you a lot of thanks, Malones. I love you so much. I will just see one thing here. Okay. Yes, one thing for your friend. Or I explained wrong. So I explained this. I explained this. Okay, I'll just make this one here. I'll just check this one. Okay. So okay. Now I will leave. Learns goodbye. Okay. The others who didn't join, make sure that tomorrow they will, let's say, rewatch the online revision. Okay, and they will may regret they told why you can't be able to join our pioneer math, but I know that it's too late, but there are some learners who are working and revising at this time, either here in Oman, Sultan Oman, or in America, or in Britain, or in French, even in the Gulf countries. Okay, all the learner, you are welcome. Okay, to keep, let's say, joining your online revision, and to encourage, let's say, others, to inform others that we have here in Sultan of Oman the pioneering methods, that he did the impossible for us, and we love him so much, and he also loves you so much, and he also put you in, or kept you in his heart. Okay, and while being at the moon, I would never hesitate to draw your image there. Okay, because the moon, let's say, it's a steady global. Okay, steady. Let's say land. Okay, no one, let's say, entered there. No one, let's say, uh, s- uh, uh, yes, like that. Okay, thank you for listening, learners. Okay, studio stream. Are you sure to? Yes, I'm